Good evening, family. Welcome. Part 2, the square. I will explain the technology part. Panels needed. Like I said, part 2. Hold on, family. Hold on. The technology part. All right, I can just say this right here. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. That's my channel. Also, the rest of the links is in the description box. Check that out. I am the one and only, the underrated one, the grinder. Also, Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. Respect my existence. Also, keep the bell lit when I come for a powerful live stream or video. Also, share this stream. Greatly appreciate throughout social media. Also, let's get them likes and the views up on the past live stream and videos that I've done. Right? So, welcome, family. We'll wait for some more people to come in. Slow and everything. Got everybody showing up. See something. Oh, welcome. Thanks for coming. Very much appreciated. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Oh, yeah, that's Baba. All right, welcome. Wait for some more people to come in so we can get this going. Yeah. Yeah, welcome. Always come back. Always come back. Like I said, it's gonna be a panel discussion. I did the square that I would explain part 1 last night. Check that out. So go wait some more people to come in. No problem. Appreciate that. While people coming, when people is coming in, the principle that why did I develop the square last night? I was talking about the television, talking about how the square has pollute our minds, and we let the square dominate what we do in our life instead of taking charge. But I'm saying that that basically what it is. Now we're gonna go to the technology part, the technical part tonight. We're gonna talk about that. Last night, there was no panel discussion because I want it like that. But tonight it's gonna be a panel discussion. We had to understand the how the power of the airwaves is and everything. So we're gonna go deeper in this tonight and everything. Very important that the kids have to know too. And also hopefully we would touch on because sometimes people say, oh, the square, you got the laptop and you got the computer. Yeah, you can use it to your benefit and everything. But also, if you don't know how to use it, you have to understand there are negative people out there use it for the wrong benefits. And you have to be real careful of it. And you have to educate your kids on it niece, nephew, or even grown-ups too. So that is very, very important. Cause some of us could be misguided and everything. So, we gonna get into that tonight while we wait for some more people to come in, and that's very important. I feel that this is the time. I mean, it's always been a good time, but I always want to talk about this for a minute. And the way how things are on social media, especially on YouTube, it goes to show that sometimes, there are some people don't even have family around. So they figure they come on here, they could meet some people and then make them as their family. You can't get mad at that. If they're lonely and everything, they look for somebody who can feel that they get to trust and have the constructive conversation, and come to find out they not what it seems to be. But I'm just saying just some. Okay, I'm just saying just some. But majority of them, I believe, they're very sincere and everything. But you got to weed them out. And so we gonna get into stuff. We gonna get into things like that tonight. So we're gonna wait until more people come in and everything. And I hope I pronounce your name right. Shiz Trust. I'm sorry I get your name wrong, but I'm glad you came. And you the first one come to find out. So we wait for some more people because I want um the chat be full up, lit up before I continue and everything. So um also, well, you already also, I do music. I had underrated music talk. Okay. I did history of R&B, history of jazz, hitting up Latin jazz. Um, okay. Hush and Trish. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't want to get your name right. Also, like I said, I do music. Also, I talk about political. And also, I have a fellowship dinner. Now, the fellowship dinner every Sunday is all about, thank you, is all about we sit at the table and talk and eat as a family. Encourage young people that this is essential to do it. And sometimes there are some conversations does get very tense. But at the end of the day, we sit down and talk as family. It doesn't mean that the conversation be tense. We have fun too. So I want you to come to that sometimes if you can. That'd be like early night. Okay, sometimes it be kind of late night. One time I go at 10 o'clock. Okay, I'll just call you Trish. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Appreciate that. Okay, Trish. So also I had other stuff too. So um a mix of everything. So I'm happy that you can come, Trish, and everything. We're gonna wait for some more people to come in. If there's any questions that you want to ask right now before people come in, feel free to put it in the chat. And also, I do have PayPal account, and also I have super chat. So if you wanna donate, feel free. If not, if you don't have it, I understand. I know how things out here is. You always hit the like button. So choice is yours. Let me hit that so other people can see that. All right, thank you. Yeah, hit that like button for me. All right, no doubt. Thank you, PK Boxing and MMA. If I'm still on, right, I want you to come to the panel so we can talk about some technical things. All right. If you can, tell me, put the time down. That what time you get off work. So, we're waiting for some more people to come in. Yeah, let me know, bro. Thanks for hooking me up. So can't wait for some more people to come in. Tony Smith, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Peace to you and your family. Welcome back. Say hi to Trish. Trish in the house and everything. Um, but basically, I have my hands in practically everything, Trish, on this channel. So glad you're here and come. Hope you keep on coming. It's like a family channel, and I want you to join the fun. Laws, as long as you respect me, respect my existence, respect the people in the chat and everything, and respect my existence. What blazing in sports? What's good? Yeah, I missed that, bro. I thought you having a 6 and you end up having a little late. But I checked it out though. That's big move right there. So the next time you want to have Roy Jones, you gotta put me on the do me a favor, Blazing Sports. Email me right now. No, you ain't late. Wait for some more people to come in anyway. You're not late. Wait for some more people to come in. I want you to email me right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave my number. So I know tonight you can't hit me up, but you can hit me up tomorrow. Oh, he interviewed former two-time champion Davon Alexander, and he not with his the usual trainer no more. The trainer that's working with the trainer that he's with right now is the great Roy Jones. That's right. Yeah, I heard it right here. Roy Jones is Davon Alexander trainer. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. So, okay, got you. Okay, got you. All right. So we're gonna wait for some more people to come in. Again, welcome PK and MMA, and also welcome Tony Smith. Can you do me a favor? Could you post my Gmail account, please? That'd be greatly appreciated so people can see it. So wait for some more people to come in. Oh no. I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about the link. I'm talking about this. Hold on, Tony. Talking about this. That's what I'm talking about. Throughout the night, I want you to keep on sharing that. Keep on posting that, please. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Like when it gets like kind of full, you just keep on doing that. It might have to be every time. Okay. Matter of fact, Trish, you still there? You go check out um what I did earlier. Let's see. Wait some more people. Yeah, Tony, you got it. Let's see. YouTube. Okay. Trish, that's the early one. You go check it out. So we're waiting for some more people to come in. Glad we got people's coming. Yeah, YouTube. You're slow. Waiting for more people to come. Oh, thanks for the one dislike. Appreciate that. Thank you. Title is The Square. I will explain the technology part two panels needed. So wait for some more people. Welcome, Jasmine Virgo. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much. How you feel tonight? Thank you. How was your day, Jasmine? Wait for some more people to come. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. Very much appreciate it. How's the son doing? Oh, my son is he passed away 10 years ago. Well, this month. Just as my father made his transition 30 years ago. That'd be on the 23rd this month. Oh, you're back. One queen, seven kings. Thanks for coming back. Frank, I'm doing good. I appreciate that, Tony. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. See. Content. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let me see. Let me see what's up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Waiting for some more people to come in. Um, this is part two, the square. I will explain the technology. Salute. I will explain the technology part two. Panels needed tonight. Definitely. Black Ant TV, what's good? Thanks for coming. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the underrated one, The Grinder. Also, Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen, I be chefing up information. Respect my existence. Um, Make sure the bell is lit. Please share this stream throughout social media, and also check out the ones that I did in the past. I don't know. I think hold up, let me get this out the way first. Jasmine. Where I post oh, do me a favor, Tony. So I want you to go up and repost the link that I did earlier for me, please. Thank you very much. Um, Brother Rob, thanks for coming. I might need you. I might need you too. Um, Good brother Rob. He is the educator in our community. No, not that one, Tony. It's further up. But you can lead that. You can lead that. That's right, brother. Good brother Rob, the educator in our community. Now you don't have to erase it. It's all right. It's all right. We can do it again. Also, whatever I did in the past, in my go to my archives of my channel. Let's get them lights up on those. Again, like I said last night, I did the square part one. And now when I'm talking about the square, I'm talking about the TV. You find out, Jasmine, you find out. And so I was talking about the program. I'm talking about the evil people that control the airwaves and stuff. That's not. So also talking about we need to educate ourselves, especially our kids. We need to pick up programs that's going to help our kids, and also sometimes we have to cut it off and talk to our kids. Now, don't worry about Jasmine. You good? Cause I want y'all to get I want you to get all of it tonight. I want you to get all of it tonight. Don't worry about Jasmine. You good? And so I'm talking about accountability. And it goes for the grown-ups too. Now we're going to talk about getting deeper tonight. The technology part, the ones that is work behind the scenes. The cyber. We're going to talk probably more about social media. The technology part. So, you funny. I got my car. I hear you. I got you. So you're gonna wait for some more people to come in. Great. That's good. That's great. That's great. So we're waiting for some more people to come in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get into it right now, and then I'm add on like and then I'm gonna add on the panel. I do it like that. Okay. Oh, Jasmine, to answer your question, right? Sade, I believe I see Sade in Suge's chat earlier. Jasmine. Yeah, I seen Sade over there. I think she's still over there. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. Matter of fact, One Queen, Seven Kings, I talked about that last night. How to recycle. How to recycle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get into it right now because I definitely want to have a panel discussion tonight. And I'm not trying to get them. Tonight, I want you to go back whenever this finished. I want you to go back because I did part one, and I want you to check it out. You will definitely know that Money Boy Films was good. Okay, no problem. Well, make sure you get back. Make sure we save Money Boy Films. What's good? Um, I know you a tech guy, so I want you to stay put because I'm gonna add you. Then the educator part, I'm gonna add Brother Rock. But I'm gonna let me get this out the way. She stays asleep. Thanks for coming, brother. Always appreciate it. He did two bangers today. I want you to go to his channel wherever you can and listen to both of them. Support the brother, even support Brother Rob, good Brother Rob, excellent information. Also go to Money Boy Films, excellent information. All right. Who else? Let's see. JMJ too. BKM TV. Go to him too. Support everybody in the chat. Oops. I don't want that to happen. So watch out for that. Well, I've talked about part one, the square that I was splitting, and basically broke it down. Really is talking about family and accountability, how it's poison our minds, everything from us, how they don't want to have accountability of what they're doing. I also talk about the programs that they have in the past. I also talked about our children that let the square dominate their life and how the parents is not watching them. And also I was talking about how the grown-ups is not being accountable either. And also I'm talking about how the square take away our life. We don't communicate no more. We don't play game. I didn't bring this up. I forgot to bring this up of the square part one, but I'm gonna bring it up with the part two. We don't play games with our kids no more. We don't play games as a family no more. We don't. We go out. There's always a big TV in a restaurant. We watching that. We don't engage with our kids. We don't engage with each other as a unit. It's throughout the humanity, but we're gonna stick to our people. Okay? So I'm gonna get that out the way. So out of all that what I'm saying, now we're gonna talk about the technology of it. And I know why people say, why you want to bring up the technology of it? Is because you have wicked people that work through cyber. You have wicked people who work through the programming. And these are the ones that make decisions to put on what we see. We do not have these strong decision makers to be fair. And now, for a very long time in the federal government, you got these lobbyists say, no, it's a freedom of speech. And they've been using that for decades and decades. And so that's why even the technology got bigger, and I'm talking about decades ago, that's when they have these hate speech. But if you notice, whenever they say hate speech, it's always go one way. And now when you speed it up to like right now, they show, how hypocritical they are, but it's not being biased. And so instead of we talking about the ones that we see through the camera, we got to be careful the ones who's working behind the camera. I give you a case in point. The square. I want you to understand the square. Wherever a man become a president, right? One of the few things what they do, he appoint his own cabinet. And there are certain positions in the cabinet that is very, very important. When they go through security, they have to go through a lot of stuff. And sometimes it takes almost a year, 6 months. There are some that get it just like that. And find out what Trump had done. Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, and his daughter, Ivana, they never got a security clearance of the positions what they doing. And they're talking about high class security in our country. And that usually go fast. They usually get it, especially they know they're gonna be an inauguration and stuff. That's one of the positions they get it just like that, because that's classified. You doing national security. You hear what I'm saying? So they get it just like that. And come to find out they never got it. The square airwaves. Okay? And so, and then you have to understand too, before the Democrats has take over the office, right? Take over the Democrats take over the House, and the Republicans had the House. They had this conservative radio company named St. Clair, and St. Clair was doing. They was not being biased. It's supposed to be diverse. And come to find out, it was lobbyists on the Republican side. They had all of them. They had all the airways going on them. So there wasn't no diversity. So really they was really pushing the narrative what's going on, and we know it was false. I got it somewhere in my channel somewhere. Hopefully, if I know how to share it one day, I'm gonna show you too. So I'm gonna play it, and then we're gonna have further discussion on that, because that is very important. That is part of the square, okay? And also, you have to understand too that when we watch the square on our phone and stuff, most of everything that they saying is not correct. Now, just look at Orange Crush 45. I call Orange Crush 45. That's the president. I call him Orange Crush 45. What he had done, instead of run the country, he'd be on social media all the time. So that means he's addicted to the square, and also he addicted to the technology. See, the ones who the president, he could move wherever he wants. I'm talking about his people. So you have to understand there is a national security crisis that really happened, and he don't want to follow it because he's addicted to the square. He loves the square. He stays in the office where the square is at. He let technology run this country. Highly known human beings. And the ones that under him, they got them, the square got them too. The technology part, they glued to the TV. They let the negative airways control them. So whatever they said about the president, they said, no, 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 you don't know. And look at his base. His base is at least about 38 to 45%. It's really not that many in the country, but they don't understand the square. They don't understand the technology. It's pushing it. We let them think for us. All the frequency is moving around. It's hitting us. So when you have certain ones that bring out the truth, that frequency is so thick, not even good people could penetrate. You see what I'm talking about? We moving like robots. We glue to all what society supposedly supposed to gain out information. And we put it in the hands of the wrong ones that wants to control our mind in technology form. So what we must have to do, we have to reprogram ourselves and even our kids and even our adults. Because if we don't, we still see some people, they don't act like human beings because they act like robots. They addicted to it. They addicted to it so bad that they don't eat, they don't wash their behind, they don't do nothing. Because the square, and I'm talking about technology part, has taken over. And if we don't have these conversations, family, it's going to get worse. You even got high-tech security now that they could put, they could be a TV right beside the button, and the TV lets you know you could push that button and you let the bomb fly or airplanes and stuff like that. No, they don't want to read books. Yeah, facts. They don't want to read books no more. So, like I always say, that visual do not lie. Let me say it again. Welcome, Monique Hill. Thanks for coming. Visual don't lie. So we have to see what this technology part of the Square family is doing. And they say, and they send out a lot of different evil airways out there that sometimes we don't even know, because we are so glued of what's going on. Now, everything when I'm saying it goes to me too. It definitely goes to me too. So we have to train our body. So train our mindset to know what's right, what's wrong, what they doing to us. Like one Queen Seven King said, she's right. We don't read no more. And then in the set, and you know one thing, but we don't even conversate. The only thing we conversate is nothing but gossip on the phones and the rest of technology. I would like to have a real conversation. How you like this? Monique Hill, how you doing? You doing okay? How's the family doing? Everything is fine like that. Why we gotta wait for this technology? Give us a random topic to have a conversation. That's crazy, right? But it's happening. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to ask some people where I'm coming from. Now, the ones that want to get on the panel, let me know right now. Let me know that anybody that want to get on the panel, let me know now. Well, I want to talk about the technical part of the square. So anybody that wants to get on the panel, let me know right now while I'm talking. It says panel needed. So let me know, peoples. Um, so and like I said last night, and I'm gonna say it again, that remote control could be evil too. Even the graphics could catch you out there too, family. See, we gotta look at little stuff like that. And even no, there's no calling. No, there's no calling. One queen. You put your email in the chat. I'll copy it down. You look for it in your email, and then when you see it blue, you just come right in. That's what you do, but that's up to you. Um, but I want to stick to the issue tonight, the square. I will explain the technology part. So anybody that wants the link, let me know. Let me know. And it's like this. You see kids, they stay up for a long time in the room. What do you think they're doing? They're not just playing music, they're watching TV. They have these doors closed and everything because they know what they watch and they know it's no good. Even you play video games too. Gotta be careful. See, I like basketball, so I like sports and stuff, because sometimes some programming, sometimes they be having these hidden satanic ideas is popping up. Humane stuff. So we have to think on that. So let's look out for the for these little devilish vices that they're really um so we have to watch out for stuff like that because our kids don't know. They don't have the faculty of their mind yet to know what's going on. So we gotta help them. I was one Saturday morning. I never forget. It was nice outside. I took out the garbage like I said, maybe like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I had some Chinese food. I had my Chinese food and some pizza. And I know that Friday, that night before, I was sick, but I felt much better. And I remember I was heating it up and everything. And I came back. A matter of fact, I did a live. Matter of fact, I was doing a live. I was doing a live and everything. And so I had the TV on. And then when I turned the TV on, now I'm talking about this the earliest I did the live too. I did about I said about 9 o'clock. And I turned the TV was on, so I was flickering to see what's going on. Do you know one of the cable channels, they have a devil was hitting it from the back of a black woman. And it was cartoon. It was so disgusting. I just turned it away. Matter of fact, I do something and everything. It was but these are the kids are watching, and also they are some adults is not knowing what's going on. And this is early in the morning because they know that they put a prime time, somebody will say something. You see how slick it is? Technology, family. We gotta understand the politics of I cannot remember. I cannot remember what it is because I just seen like a few seconds and I turned it off like that. So I can't tell you, Jasmine, and stuff. But that's how wicked they is, family. Technology. The square is powerful. Brother Rob, I'm gonna send you a link. She Stay Sleep will send you a link. Money Boy Films will send you a link. So watch out for that. Because I'm bringing Brother Robin because he knows some of the technology, and I want him to be talked about the educational part of the airways is really happening. Because we got to hear for the educational part. Okay? It's very important. I'm talking throughout throughout the people, but especially us. Okay, so Brother Rob, I'm seeing the link out. She Stay Asleep. Now people say, why you put She Stay Sleep? He is a father, so he can give us some pointers how to go about that and everything. And watch out for the link. And Money Boy Films gonna bring you in because you know the tech stuff for that. All right, so come on in. All right. So anybody else that wants to join the panel, feel free. Okay, yes. That's why my kids and hubby can't play Call of Duty. So let me ask you, Kings and Queens. Oh, did you make that decision? Yes, yes, yes. I seen the link, Money Boy Films. How I do what? Watch me for what? So much noise, bro. Or did it as a family? Okay, I'm just asking because you said that you do it. I'm saying. And he said, I'm going to watch to see how you do it. How I do what? Let's get Brother Rob on here. And also, when you do things to technology and stuff as a family, like she said, it has to be a joint decision. It cannot be one person make one decision for the whole family. It's got to be a joint family decision, especially as parents, because I've seen it myself of my family and others. They just want them. They just one is not in alignment with each other and stuff. Everybody got talking about the parents. The parents got to be in alignment. Or if you got nieces and nephews that come that live with you, that come stay with you for a few days or even a weekend, the aunt and uncle, no matter what, gotta be in alignment. Grown-ups we have to learn to be in alignment and said no. And that is very important. Like for me, I live by myself. So when I live by myself, you know, hey, I make decisions. So like tonight, I'm not watching no TV. Sometimes I watch sports and stuff. So I know there are certain things happen. I turn it off and everything. Money Boy Films, welcome. Oh, the panel? Okay. Suit yourself. Money Boy Films, University. Anybody else that want to join the panel, feel free.
Yeah, Jay, I'm here, but I got a lot of background noise. That's why I have my mic on mute.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Let me ask you this question. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you loud
Okay.
and clear.
Okay, good. As a father, and also you know a whole lot of technology, right? Am I correct?
Yep, you correct about that.
Okay, I want you to go and I want you to talk about right now why it's so important as a parent, and plus you know technology, that we have to really watch out for the little things on the airwaves of the square. Why it's so important to look out for the little things, what technology the airways has present.
Because first of all, it's so important because we're being programmed. Television is nothing but television programming. So everybody tend to do what they see. You know, it's like a monkey see, monkey do thing. And
Mhm.
if they put everything into technology, into television, into music and stuff like that, people, it's being put into their subconscious mind. And once it's in their subconscious mind, they tend to act that way without even knowing that they act in that way.
Mhm.
And they do things not even, it's almost like unwillingly doing things. So I try to keep my kids away from TV and YouTube much as possible.
Okay. So now you break it down the family. Let's. I want you as a father. Let's talk about the technical part of it. Why is so important to know who's the players that part of this programming that give us negativity, brother? Why is it important that we have to know?
You saying like, why is it important that we have to know who's behind like this technology stuff and
Yeah.
how this Wi-Fi and all this stuff giving us cancer, putting it up close to our faces and things like that. Telephone
Yeah.
poles all on top of schools is giving all these kids cancer. It's all over the news right now.
Mhm.
But that's just one other aspect of it, you know.
And also tell the people about why it's so important that cyber plays in the picture. Because you know when we listen to cyber, we always talking about you know classified security and all that. But why is cyber is so much important right now to know about it? Because now we see cyber is really entering social media, and a lot of us don't know how the ones that work through cyber, how they get their hands of it. And they're not good for it because they want to push this evil propaganda and everything. Won't you explain that to the family, please?
All right, it's like everybody want to take these pictures and post pictures of themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if I take a picture with you right now, Jay, and I post it on my Facebook, and you got a Facebook page, it instantly goes by themselves and find you just off facial recognition. So therefore, anything they do, they leave in a digital trace, and it's easier to be tracked of where, how, when, what, and everything that you're doing. They're trying to predict what you're going to do in the future by what you're doing now and the things that you're posting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And also, explain how the social media works. Explain to the people because there are some of us we think who we do. I'm talking about the programming part. I'm talking about there are some people that they think they can manipulate how you do your message and stuff like for instance, I could do a video about you, how you doing and stuff like that. I like what you're doing, but then you got somebody in technology. They manipulate the programming. Tell the people how they do that, please.
You saying like, see, could you hear me, Jay? Because like I said, the TV and everything is on in the background, and I'm actually cooking some
Okay.
chili right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, so you said tell them how they're being controlled by
Right.
what's being.
Right. How they be in control, and at the same time, like for instance, I could send you a great message through social media, and come to find out, they find a way how they manipulate um message. And what I'm saying,
Oh, definitely
tell
they
them,
checking everybody's emails. They checking your emails, your messages, everything that you send. Think about it before you even log on. They ask you and they tell you, "Oh, we're going to record every message that you send."
yeah.
You know, they actually tell you. They ask you. So most people don't even know that they giving up all their rights. They giving up all their contacts and their phones, everything.
Hmm. And so it's safe to say that's part of the square is happening.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, I just want to get that out, family. See, family, and what I'm doing right now, I want us to understand that when I'm talking about the square, I'm talking about the big picture. I'm not just talking about the size. I'm talking about everything that comes with the square.
Probably even right now, they probably filtering our words that we're saying that's going through to the frequency to these people on our page. They filtering that right now, guaranteed. They did. I watched my page get filtered
Mhm.
as I was going through. That's why sometimes it'll sound choppy.
Uh-huh.
Because if you ain't going along with their agenda, then you get played out.
Hmm. And we then also we have to understand too how the president can manipulate the media too. And I'm talking about the conservative media. Even they know what's right, but they are so zoned out, family. That's all they know is the square. I'm not saying that we cannot have the square talk about anything that is positive because there are positive things that have happened. But we have to search from the junk to get it. You understand that, family? So, are we willing to go through this, go through it, and find something that is positive? And majority of the stuff really happening is negative, fam.
Yeah, you know, we don't own any of this stuff. We don't make cell phones. We don't make things like that. You know, most of our people we used to communicating face to face. Can nothing ever be live? Numbers don't lie. You know, people do. And if you being filtered by every message that you send, how far is your message actually getting across?
Yeah, I understand that. Things, I love the scripture and everything, and that's good. But we want to stick to the issue about technology tonight. That's our focus. And hold on, yo. I'm gonna mute my mic. Hold on.
For your career.
I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, it was a wrong number and everything. Welcome, Candy. And stuff. I'm sorry, brother. You can go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm back. I was just, thinking, about like you say about this technology. A
Mhm.
lot of people they use it for what they use it for. If they use it for just business and that's it, and don't put all their personal business out there, a lot of people will be better off. Because, like I say, they track everything that you do, everything that you say, every text that you send across, every text message through Messenger, through the DM, through any private message, your emails, everything. Anything that you ever saved in the cloud, it's always in the cloud. It's stuck in the cloud.
Okay. Cool. Um, one queen, seven kings. I want to ask you a question. How do your family make a decision to define what's how do you make the decision? I really want to know. You could put it in the chat, please. So that's a good point. You say that the family made decision, and especially if you have kids involved. That is very important, especially in these days. How the kids are very into the computer and the cell phones, iPhones, pads, laptops, and tablets, and all that. What you put down in the chat how you do it, because we want to know, because this channel is about finding solutions. Finding solutions. Okay, let me see. Let me send out. So what you cooking, bro?
You said what I'm cooking?
Yeah.
Some chili.
Okay.
Cooking some nice little chili. Yeah, I think the solution though, we need books. We need a lot of books. I think we need to, as parents, we need to start putting our kids on timeout on these video games, timeout on YouTube, and take it back to hands on.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to wood shop, stuff like that. Spend hands on time out there with your kids. You know, this summer, I'm about to do another garden in my backyard.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm going to have my kids out there with me, hands on, show them how to put some vegetables and stuff, to get them away from the TV at least for a couple of hours a day. Have them back there with me.
Yeah. Exactly, Jazz. And books is important. And at the same time, see, but they are so slick now, brother. They even had the books is on the internet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got audio books and stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting all of the audio books. I be downloading a lot of stuff, and sometimes I'll let the books read to me as I'm doing something. I'll let an audio book play. So instead of listening to music or listening to something that's not benefiting us or benefiting, me, I'll listen to an audio book or something.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. All I'm just saying, family, like if we're gonna deal with the square, let's deal with the square in a positive way. That's all I'm saying. We do have a choice.
Yes, we do.
We do have a choice, so we have to make better choice. How to use the square. Because for a long time, the square had been using us in many ways. And as you be part of the technical update, I want you to tell the people the politics behind it, and I follow right behind you.
What you say? What kind of teachers?
No, I'm talking the politic part, the negative politic part they play on the square.
See, I couldn't hear you. You said the politic part.
Yeah, of the square programming.
She did get it. No, because I was grabbing the other stuff to my chili. Because I'm going back and forth. That's why you forgive me sometime when I don't hear what you're saying, because I'm
All
cooking. Now, could you fully go back over that? You said the politics side of the square about the electronic stuff and how
yeah,
they. Yeah, now think about it. If if I already know what you want to listen to or what you want to watch, all right. Now think about this. Whenever somebody goes onto Google, and as soon as they start typing in a word, everything will pop up that's affiliated with that word, only that you've been watching, that's within your little community. So sometimes you'll never. What the heck is that? You'll never see some business things because you got left out of that algorithm loop. That's why sometimes when you searching things up, you got to put other words, different meanings to get out of that one box. They'll keep everybody in one technology box based upon the words that you use, the words that you search, and everything that you do, pictures and stuff. They know how to feed you exactly what you want and to keep you happy.
mhm.
But it's crazy, y'all, Jay. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I could tell you like this that Napoleon Armstrong, LDPC, I haven't seen him in a while. I could tell you like this that one time I was seeing and hearing a long time ago they were talking about cyber. They also was talking about reprogramming, and also it was people that actually was like, these lobbyists is saying the people that had sex on TV and 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 other stuff, and people was really like angry. But it goes to find out these politicians and these lobbyists, they do have his hand in it. They do have their hand in this, and a lot of them is getting their hand greased, men and women. So the one who really losing is the consumers. I seen it happen. So we had to be careful on that. So, let's see what.
Yeah, Jay, I'm gonna have to get back. I'm gonna have to finish cooking because I don't want to just leave you hanging.
Okay.
You know, when I finish, I'll jump back on.
Okay. I keep it moving.
Okay, okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. But that was great information. And Money Boy Fans, he will be back. And that is very important, family. It's very important. There's something that I want to read to y'all. Um, there's something I pulled up. I seen it before, and I'm trying to you know, hold on. Oh, okay. This came out May 4th, 2018. This was five is social media. 6 steps to take back control. Number one, be selective. Your response don't feel you have to respond to everything. Number two, stop worrying about missing out. Give more attention to your cat. Whatever it means. Okay. Number three, don't let it be a distraction. Turn off those notifications. Number four, that's three. Number four, don't be fooled. The best bites. Number five, set limits. Don't let social media become your go-to active. Number six, last one is reality. And that's very important. Let me see. Have y'all heard? If y'all hear that, press one. If y'all hear that, press one. I'm not being rude. You talk about Ken. I said hi to you. Being rude. Cut it out. All right. Thank you, Tony. Cut it out. Come on. Dealing with certain things serious here. We have to know. Yeah, some of us I want to pull up on family. Okay. What? Politics take over social media.
Here's some information for how social media is used in politics. According to Wikipedia, the active participation of social media users has been an increasingly
I put up a
important element
story.
in political communication, especially during political elections in the 2000s. Social media are changing the nature of political
Let me pause. I'll be right back. All right, family. I found something. I try to look for something that I had before. If y'all can hear me, press 1. I'm gonna read this. How social media is used in politics. The active participation of social media use has been increasingly important element politics communication. Oh no, Candy, don't start. Thank you. Let's stick to the issue, y'all. The active participation of social media use have been an increasingly important element in politics communication, especially during political elections in the 2000s. Social media has changed the nature of politics communication because they are tools that can be used to inform and mobilize users in new ways. Now we're gonna read about social media and politics communication in the United States, known as the square. The emergence of social media has changed the way in which political communication takes place in the United States. Political institutions such as politicians, political parties, foundations, institutions, and political think tanks are using social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter and communicate with and engage voters. Regular individuals, politicians, pundits, and thought leaders alike are able to voice their opinion, engage with a wide network, and connect with other like-minded individuals. The active participation of social media use has been an increasingly important element political communication, especially during the political elections in the 2000s. Social media are changed the nature of politics communication because they are tools that can be used to inform and mobilize users in new ways. Users are able to connect directly to politicians and campaign managers and engage in political activities in new ways. Each social media platform is programmed in code by developing create a unique digital architecture that influence how politicians and citizens can use the platform for political end. For example, by simply pressing the like button on Facebook or following someone on Twitter, using to have the ability to connect with others and express their views in new ways. The option for users to share, like, or retweet political messages instantly had opened up to new avenues for political to reach out to voters. At the same time, social media campaigns can carry risk that are not present on traditional platforms such as TV, newspaper ads. Whereas the political party controls all the messaging on a TV or newspaper ad in a social media campaign, critic and opposing party supporters can post negative comments immediately below campaign message. Politicians has a platform to communicate, and that is different from the mainstream media. Politicians had the ability to raise a large amount of money in a relative short period of time through our social media campaigns. In 2011, President Obama raised over $1 billion for his campaign, which broke the fundraising record. Around $690 million was raised throughout online donations, including social media, email, website donations, and more money was raised from small donors even before. Now, I'm going to read about the Square. Now, to put that in, influence on elections. This is kind of old, y'all. So understand this. Everything. Facts, Tony Smith. Facts. So also, like I said, also it could be used because it could be beneficial. But the stuff that I was reading about, if people remember years ago, it used to be money come from the grassroots, right? But by through the Square, and I feel that the Supreme Court got it wrong. They start letting corporations get into the act of campaigning for those politicians campaign, and the Square got a whole lot to do with it. And also it plays a bigger role because remember I was talking about the lobbyists, because now they can lobby now, and then they have power. And at the time, most majority of the Supreme Court was conservative. So when Obama tried to stop it, it was no way because he didn't have no backing. Because you gotta understand, at the time, the Republicans had the House and plus they had the Senate. And also the Supreme Court had violated people's rights. And they gave it to the right to these corporations. And that's through the Square. And they could call the shots what they could come on TV. So you think about it, it's all about, we don't care about the Constitution or what it says. Now, I'm not going to really get into that because I'm talking about us as a people, that's different story, and I do not want to go further. That is another conversation. But all I have to say is this, that it got worse. Now we see Donald Trump. He became president in 2016. He used his influence to violate Hillary Clinton. Like I said, I don't have a dog for the Republican Party or Democrat. I don't. None of them ain't did nothing for us. So that leave it like that. But there's a lot of people have broken laws, and at the same time, now you see that there is over 30 indictments, and possible more. And so, yeah, also there's people could manipulate the image too. There are some kids know how when they take a picture of somebody, they could manipulate what they wear. Even some adults too, but kids doing it too. So they have to understand. So the parents have to have discipline of the square. This square is powerful. The square is very powerful, family. And we have to understand that. So like I said, anybody wanna make a donation, my PayPal's in the chat. Also, I had super chat. If you want to, that'd be okay. That'd be all right. Or you can't, you can always hit the like button. Very important. But yeah. Also, we gotta know about what's inside of the square too. We have to know that too. And when we know that there's certain episodes how we should never watch it. And there's a lot of falsified stuff coming through the square. A whole lot that is so hard to digest. We have to understand that. So when we see, each of us had to make a decision, family. You know, we gotta make a decision right then and there. Even if you live by yourself like me, or even a family, we had to make we have to make a conscious effort to change our way of thinking of the square. And we gotta have further discussions too about the square. Because the sad thing about it, like I say before, the square is winning. Oh, family. And also, I need a granola bar, so excuse me. I want a snack. And also, family too. Gotta watch out for these cartoons, these old cartoons. The old movie. Now, there's gonna be some people that they shouldn't do it. They shouldn't do that. They have no choice. They have to make the money. Get granola bar, good too. Crunchy granola tastes good too. And also, gotta look for it too because it was a lot of evil programming even for decades ago too. That we do not like to pay attention to it. You go back. Sometimes they show them. They show it on TV. Like it could be a black guy. He running, and he pick up a watermelon. I had him eat all fast as the seed come out. And you see the white guy shooting at him. Sometimes white women and other ethnicities. Also, they even have westerns, or even down low races. Like late John Wayne. John Wayne was racist. Elvis Presley, racist. See what I'm getting at? When the square were first introduced back in the 30s and 40s, we never really had the power of that time. So when they put us in films, talk about you go to movies like the big square. You call it rectangle, no, but I call it the big square. You see a lot of ugliness. And they was controlling the music industry too. There's a movie back in the 30s, and it was these white guys. They were saying about race. I'm talking about racial next up. Get that in. I want to hit that and these guys, white guys, they dress like these straw hats and they line and all like that. And so we had to overcome a lot of the square. Now, the square have benefits, some of us? Yes. Groundbreaking? Yes. Well, then you got let's go to the 40s. In the 40s, got Lena Horne and stuff. Great music. The late Hazel Scott was married to the late Adam Clayton Powell. I did a underrated music talk about Hazel Scott. She's very great. You check her out. Very underrated. So, But at the time, they showed the continuation of the civil rights movement. Now, everybody think, oh, civil rights movement happened in the 60s. No, it happened like 30 years before that. That I'm going to do. There's a lawyer. I forgot his name. Back in the 30s, he was like started like the civil rights movement back in the 30s. They show his picture. I always forgot his name. But when I find out, family, I'm gonna do a story about him. But they showed him. Well, I throw that in there. But throughout the 40s, they show a lot of things. They even showed Joe Louis. You know? Brown Bomber. They even show Jag Acts. Made some progress. They even show Amos and Andy. I think Amos and Andy came out a little early, I think. But we're going to stick to the 40s. I want you to follow what I'm talking about. The Square. Then we hit the 50s. Then you got the Honeymoon. Two white guys playing Honeymoon. Honeymoon hasn't been out for a while, back in the 50s. Been out for a minute. But they were still showing the outdoor comedy of us. And again, they had to do what they had to do. But they paved the way. Okay? Then we hit the 60s. That's when the Square really started getting popular. See the late John F. Kennedy. The civil rights movement came to form. Signed the Bill of Rights, vote bill in the 60s. Also see the birth in 66. See the birth of Kwanzaa. Also 66, that's the year I was born. I said it, year I was born. Also, you see the birth of Black Panther Party in Oakland. How it grew real fast globally of different chapters. The Square witnessed the assassination of our hero, the late great Mr. Ali Shabazz, better known as Malcolm X. After the show, they take them to the hotel. We take them to the hospital. Also, the Square witnessed John F. Kennedy, brother, Robert F. Kennedy, He was the leading candidate for the presidency of 1968. He got assassinated back 68. Also, the late great Dr. Martin Luther King. I don't know what's on. It was in the square. Got shot up. 1968, April 4th, 1968. So I was going on 2 years old at the time. Then Fred Hampton Sr. got shot up in 69. Man, I think it was 67 or 69, something like that. In them years. He was one of the head of the Black Panther Party, especially in Chicago chapter. Want you to work with me, family. The square, the programming. Okay? Then we got 1970. You got the Kent State Massacre. And then Sweet Badass Melvin Bad Peoples came out with Sweet Ass. Sweet Badass, I mean, the movie. They called that a black exploitation. They told that was really started. And it was the Young Earth, Wind and Fire was in the sound, what started the soundtrack. Get back to the 70s. They laid off for 2 years and they reassembled back in 1972. And after that, they went on groundbreaking, I have to say the rest. But Sweet Badass, that's Earth, Wind and Fire. So now we talking about Curtis. People talk Curtis Mayfield. Curtis Mayfield was with the Impression in the late 50s, throughout the 60s. Impressions, they made some great hits, and that's when Curtis Mayfield wanted to go solo, but he still was right for Impressions, though. He still didn't leave him out. So in 72, came out with Superfly. The Square, showing our works, right? And then other black exploitation films came out on the Square. Now there are some people that they said, oh, there's some bad examples. They because they play us, this and that, but that's all they had. But also they had social content. And I'm telling you, it was bad when some bad musicians was heading up of those soundtracks of those films. And so throughout the 1970s, you got All the Family was formed in 72. You see the Jeffersons being there. You got Sanford and Son came out in 72. Quincy Jones did a soundtrack on that, and he also did a soundtrack of the people maybe don't remember of Ironside back in 64. And he was the first he's the first person ever had synthesizers in the soundtrack in 64. I'm just giving you a little history on that, but we're gonna jump back into 70. In the 70s, I'm talking about the Square. Go along every day. You got Chico the Man. That didn't last long because Freddie Prinze, he took his life, I believe, a few years later in the 70s. Then go back. Then after that, you got Good Times stepped up. And that's when the late great Esther Rowe was fighting, so it could be a black father in the house. But you know, they didn't want John Amos there no more. They always want a single mother, but she was fighting for because she understood the fact family together. She understand the worth of the black man, the value of the black man on television. But you know, they was not trying to hear that. So Kill Jay's offer, you know, after good time, it went good after that, along that every day. So then I forgot then, since 75, you got Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley, they came from Happy Days and all like that. Like 73, 74, stuff like that. And then that's when the Jeffersons finally got they shot in 76. I believe, was it 76? Because they've been like 8 or 9 years. And you know what happened after that family. You know? They came for the all the family back in 72. Then you got Sanford's son went out, and then the Sanford's son, and then he got his own show. And HBO came out in 78, and Red Fox, the late great Red Fox, he had his own HBO special. Red Fox, look it up. 78. That's one of the first shows that HBO had shown. All right. And and after that, that's when you got the show One Day at a Time. You got some other shows. Then you got some other shows like Jefferson. They was going into the 80s and stuff. Even Sanford and Arms and stuff. So now the 80s. I mean the 70s is ending. Then you got the 80s. That's what Bill Cosby. He reinvented himself. He created the Cosby Show, and you know how that become. And I forgot WKRP in Cincinnati too. That was out for a long time too, but that came out like in the late 70s, I think. So, but get back to the 80s, then that's when the square really start. We seeing things now. You see the shooting of the ex-Beatle, John Lennon got shot up in 1980. And then also it was somebody trying to kill the president back in the early 80s. And we witnessed also in them going to the mid 80s, you got Color Purple. I think that's Oprah Winfrey's very first actress part. And got Star Wars. Star Wars was out too. Star Wars back in the 70s too, but they also came out in the 80s too. Then you got other shows too, and branched off and everything. Then also what happened, we also witnessed that the president was lying on former President Ronald Reagan about the Nicaraguan war. Kind of find out they was putting drugs in our community. Anybody can hear me, press 1. I'm just breaking it down how the square is. Press 1 is still here. So, and also it was good boxing then too. That's when Mike Tyson came into the fact and everything. And I believe he was on HBO. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Just the doctor's trying to give you something about the square. Then they find out that the drugs was coming in our community, and the square trying to put a spin on it, but it was too late. And that's when the crack epidemic really started getting crazy towards the mid 80s. It came out early 80s. I said it came out to me like late 70s. But give and take, came out early 80s. Don't say that. Started getting crazy. Then witnessed the USF Hawkins. This is why I live in New York. I'm born and raised in New York, so we worked. Then we witnessed USF Hawkins got killed. Toronto Brawley supposedly got raped in upstate New York. And those were both national stories. And then the Silver Central Park jogging case. That was hatred back then. Then that's when Prince, and then Michael. That's what I said. That's what Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. He's making his mark. Prince making his mark. A lot of people don't understand. Prince started in the 70s too. Prince started in the 70s, but he really started making his mark. It then stopped. He wrote. He played music. He wrote Purple Rain. Plus, he wrote and produced his movie Purple Rain. Then he did Under the Cherry Moon. And a few years later, in the late 80s, he did a soundtrack of Batman, I believe, in 89. That same year, father passed away. So that was personally, it was a little down for me. Then we hit the 90s. Hit the 90s. 90s was okay. Hip hop really came to form. Hip hop came to form in the 80s though too. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But the 90s came to form. See, a lot of BS is happening. They played the war against the hip hop, East against the West. How the Square confused that, and we lost two great ones, three great ones. Eazy-E, 93, Biggie Smalls, Tupac Shakur, 98. No, Tupac Shakur, no. Yeah, Tupac Shakur, 96. And a few months later, towards the middle of 1997, Biggie Smalls. And it does have a ripple effect right now in our community too. And it was some good shows was happening then. Then after that, but the 90s back then for hip hop was great. That Wu-Tang Clan, a lot. It was great. That was a great time for hip hop. Also a great time for R&B. But even I'm gonna tell you, back in the 70s, it was a great time for 70s too. Because it was great R&B music and pop, all of that. It was great. It was some great stuff in the 70s. So I gotta say that. And they showed that, the Square showed that. And even they showed jazz greats and stuff like that, Oh, I forgot in the 80s, Public Enemy and stuff like that. Then the unknown, Too Short. A lot of people said Too Short was came out in the 80s, but he was independent. So, but he really made his mark in the 90s. I forgot the 70s. You know, you had funk, Ohio funk, you know, Cali funk, and all that. So now we hit 2000. I need to throw that in. I forgot to say that. Then we go for 2000s. 2000 was okay. You know, it was some stuff came out. No, you got in the 90s, I forgot you got Living Single and stuff like that. I forgot to say that, you know. In 2000s, you know, that's when they really start really showing things. You know, we start showing Obama. We really see Obama had grow up. He was ascending like in like 2004. Then 4 years later, he became president, and we witnessed that. Then also like 1990, I never forget 2008 because that's when Hillary, she had mostly all women, and then she had 18 million, and then they were so racist to Obama. I never forget that. And then she thought that she had the Democratic ticket, but Obama just steamrolled her. It was that tiny steamroller, and she would not want to relinquish, but she had to. And you know they have to have a deal. Well, you know, listen, you know, you can't be a vice president, but and that's when she became Secretary of State when Obama became president, and we witnessed that at the square. It was a beautiful time, but at the same time, it was a sad time. They start confusing our minds, and we actually know. And I always been new. It goes to show that us as a people, we do not play a role in this. All right. So after we go through that and everything, and then we witnessed 2012 when Obama ran for president again, and that was a smacking. I never forget that because I was working at this it was 2012 because that's when I came to Virginia. So it was going on like 3 months I was living by myself because I left my brother's house. I left my brother like in September. Came in June of 2012. Then I left my brother like I believe in October or September. I believe. No, it was September. Right, it was September. And I met, so it was going on like almost 3 months. And I've seen a smacking of Obama gay to Romney. And at the time, I think he was a congressman in Massachusetts, something like that. But Mick Romney. And I'm telling you, when I was watching it, there was people say, yeah, Romney going to win. And then Romney was leading. I never forget, it was like 7:30. And I never forget, it was 8:30. Obama, he had 170 electoral votes to Obama like 120. And he was picking up. And I never forget, after 8:30, he still had the same number. Obama passed him. That was like, matter of fact, because when you get 270 electoral votes, you the president. And so Obama already had 250. And that was 8:30. And I never forget, it was a cold. It was kind of cold, but it got a little nicer. And then 9 o'clock, he already got 270. But I'm gonna tell you how the program was. They did not want to say it. So I turned to MSNBC. They said Obama is going to be the president, but you know Romney was like, I will still go win. But you see, the smacking started. actually see the smacking was starting. Obama got this. Obama got that. Cause see, I was working 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 1 o'clock at night, so I had to lock up. And I tell you, by 10 o'clock, he had at least close to 300 electoral votes. No. Was it 12? No, about 11 o'clock. I'm sorry, about 11 o'clock that night. He had 300 he had like close to 300 electoral votes. And the other ones, the other Republican, he wanted, like Romney won the Republican, that part, the states and everything. But then got New York. Then he started really pressing of the Mid East and the Midwest. And Obama was smacking Romney. I'm talking about he was already the president already, but it was a matter of time how many states he can get. And he was moving very swiftly, family. I'm talking about the square. And he was moving. And I remember I locked up and went home, got my food. I got food for 7-Eleven. And I put the bag down and I turned on the TV and you should see the smacking. He had close to 400 electoral votes. 3 states still counting. And you should see how some people was amazed. The square people, the square caused people to act stupid. And he became president again. So we go through that thing and here, there, and everything. Now we up to right now. And look where we at right now. And I ain't really took it back in the 1900s because we didn't even control things. We still don't control the square. We still don't control the technology of the square. You got the LGBT, whatever they say is. There's people say they got more rights than us as people, and we help build this country. But the square shows that. So the only way that we're gonna have our narrative to be all the time, we have to be within. We have to fight for that. And I'm not gonna say people had not fight for it because we done. Our people have fought for it, but this is a different time, different war that hold upon us on the square. That's why you see some of the people, some of our brothers and sisters, they do independent films, and you should see it on YouTube. And they probably people say, "Oh, they it's wicked, it's mad." Well, that's what they see, and they make movies of it. But at the same time, it's all about encouragement. It's all about learning a lesson, because the media do not want to give them the money or to make their own films. And then little by little, I hope it's gonna be like this. I hope it's still gonna be soundtracks that we can see some of the pictures, but sooner or later it might be independent, and it's gonna be independent. It's gonna be kind of hard, especially if it's gonna be connected to the internet. So, what we should learn, and the ones That care, I want you to go look listen to part 1. Where we could learn this, that we still far away to have our own narrative to call the shots. Because there are some of us as a people, they are following the narrative that they wrote out decades ago. So we are the new media. We have to demand of have value. And it's very important that we got to keep on, I mean, not blast all the time, but we have to talk about it at times. And some of our people, it's not going to help us. So they have to be gone. So let me see something. Hope they'll enjoy. I broke it down how the square works of different times, decades. It was some other growth. It is. But we're still fighting. But if we're going to fight for the square, make sure we fight for the square to make sure there'll be great programming coming through the square. Not the ugliest about it that even we can control. And that's very important. And I'm glad you stayed with me. Let me see something. Let me see. Everything all right. But I'm glad that y'all stick around and hear this. It's very much appreciated. And I'm trying to see Money Boy Films come back. But y'all enjoy that. If y'all enjoy, press 1. All right. Anybody else? That's good. I want to start doing that sometimes. So I know how to switch it up sometimes. Thank you, Jasmine. Appreciate that. All right. Anybody else? All right. Well, I think I'm gonna close it out. And thanks for everything. I appreciate y'all. Take the time to listen to me. It is greatly appreciated. Most likely, but tomorrow I'll probably stick out one or two live before I hit before going before I have a men's talk tomorrow. I want to thank y'all again. All right, appreciate that. On this one, Ghost.